Queen Elizabeth II famously went to visit her uncle, Edward VIII, in France in 1972, just days before his death. The late Duke reportedly expressed his dying wish to his niece, who had been monarch for 2 decades at that time, that he wanted Wallis Simpson to be granted a HRH title. The late Queen, who passed away last year, simply said no, according to his former nurse, Julie Alexander. Julie Alexander, who has spoken out in a new ITVX documentary, The Real Crown, Inside the House of Windsor, said that the rejection from the late Queen broke his heart. When Edward asked the late Queen whether Wallis could be granted a HRH title, Elizabeth II said no, even on that sad day. She added, "It was, breaking his heart, I think. That's all he wanted. That title for her, Wallis. Not having that title for his wife was a slap in his face." Royal family live, Sussex is still dithering over bringing children to King's coronation. Ms. Alexander spoke of Edward's appearance during Queen Elizabeth II's visit in 1972. She said, "He was terribly sick. He couldn't have weighed, maybe 80 pounds, if that. Wasn't eating at all." She added, "The Duke was very, very concerned about his appearance, but he insisted that he'd be sitting up in the chair, not in bed, and wearing clothes to hide any tubes." Harry and Meghan's attendance up to King Charles as Dame Kayleigh gets invite to coronation. The visit, which took place in May 1972, was the first time in which Wallis Simpson hosted Queen Elizabeth II. The Duke died on May 28 that year, less than 1 month before his 78th birthday. When the news first emerged that the Duke had begun a relationship with Wallis, it was deemed a scandal. This was because Wallis, who died in 1986, was American and twice divorced, prior to her relationship with the Queen's uncle. Edward made the decision to marry Wallis, who was still divorcing her second husband at the time, which in turn, sparked a constitutional crisis. This led to his decision to abdicate the throne. Following his heart, the Duke married Wallis in 1937 and moved to France with his new wife. The late Queen's visit to her uncle in Paris was also depicted in Netflix's The Crown.